is a good iced coffee. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Mustache? Thanks, cameraman. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. Very excited for this video. It is Friday. It is a beautiful day outside, and we are celebrating something pretty cool this weekend, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we're about to make some breakfast. I've recently found out that I enjoy avocados. I don't like guac. I'm not there yet. I think guac is overrated and expensive and just unnecessary. However, I do like avocados. I know that I'm tardy to the party on this one. Honestly, the party's probably over. I'm the guy that shows up at the very end because nobody wants them there anyway. But regardless, I do enjoy avocados as of recently, and Cassie has made this breakfast time and time again. I get into this weird routine of just doing eggs and bagels or protein pancakes because I'm a creature of habit. I do what I do. I am what I am. It is what it is. But lately we've been doing everything bagels because everything bagels are the best bagels. And her recipe for whatever, what do you even call it? I don't even know what to call it.
It's nothing. It's basically avocado toast, but on an everything bagel.
It's phenomenal. It looks fucking fire, dude. It looks so good. And sometimes she puts eggs on top of it. Sometimes she doesn't, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna put some fried eggs on top of it. So we're gonna have her cook for me this morning. I'll run you guys through that. And later on we're going to the gym. It's gonna be a good video. If you're excited, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you're brand new. Without further ado, welcome to the vlog. I don't know what this is. Howdy. Welcome to the vlog. Fuck.
No need to worry about doing it right. We are free and then we realize. Free and then we realize. To put some money in my pocket, my cool never going hungry.
That is the Cassie avocado toast special. I'm pretty stoked to eat it. Sitting at the head of the table because, you know, I am the king. I'm just kidding. The lighting's better here. Here we go. One bite. Everyone knows the rules. Yo. Dude, welcome to Flavor Town. Like, that's... Look at that, man. That is cooked perfectly. That's gangster, babe. That's dope. 10 out of 10. That's really good. Thanks, babe. Appreciate you. Just delicious. She's giving me the thumbs up, which means she's hungry. So we're gonna eat this, and I will see you guys later on this afternoon. All right, it is the end of the workday. Workday flew by, quite a busy day, and I was gonna show you guys my pre-workout meal, but your boy is running a little bit late because I have to go to the gym, come back, shower, drive back out to Creve Coeur to meet Cassie for dinner. So running a little bit late right now. Probably just gonna get like a protein bar or something at the gas station because I gotta go get ready, head to the gym, roll through the workout. I was gonna show you guys some of that. I don't know if I'm gonna have any time, but yeah, I gotta stop talking because we gotta get going. So let's go to the gym. Watch my last video, which if you haven't, what's the deal? You should watch it, it's a good one. You would know that I recently started Jeff Nippard's power building program. It's a 10-week program, alternates between full body and upper lower weeks, and right now I'm finishing up week 2, the first upper lower week. Today is a lower, barely lower day, and that means block pulls, hip thrusts, some ab work, and some split squats, I think. So, I've never done block pulls before. It's, working sets are going to be 4 sets of 2 at RPE 8, which I'm thinking is going to be right around 275 pounds. It says a 5-inch block pull in the program, and the notes say to use a 45-pound plate and 10-pound plate. I don't think with the plates I'm going to be using out here in the field house, I don't think it's going to be right around 5 inches. The whole idea of the block pull, regardless of the height, is to focus on the lockout. So I think I'm going to see that carry over regardless if I'm an inch or 2 off, which I always am. First thing I fucked up, didn't think about my wide stance and where the plates are setting. Second thing, that belt's hard to get off. So I'm just an idiot. To reset, try it again. I will be honest, that is a very new and interesting sensation in the world of pulling weight from the floor. Second rep, not incredibly clean by any means. Did not anchor my hips or my butt very well at all. So definitely some adjustments to make, but all in all, I think block pulls are pretty cool. I understand the concept behind them, just never done them myself. Excited to see how they carry over into the rest of my deadlift and overall training in general. 3 more sets of 2, and then onto hip thrusts. And I wanted to say one thing. I used to think exercises like the hip thrust or the good girl, bad girl, or as you know, most people know them, the hip abductors or adductor machines, were girly, right? Because I saw a lot of girls do them, a lot of fitness influencers who are female on Instagram do them. And I thought they were just like booty burn, booty pump workouts, you know? The hip thrust and the hip abductor have been, honestly, 2 of the biggest part of my lower body training and recovery in my hips and my lower back, because my hips were weak as all get out. So my advice to you, do not view any one exercise as girly or not good for you. It's all about what you're training for, what your goal is, how you're training, why you're training. So don't ever rule anything out. No exercises are girly. And honestly, even if they were girly, who cares? Girls are cool, man. So whatever. Do your hip thrusts, do your hip abductors, get your booty pump, and grow yourself an ass because people like it. Block pulls, interesting, but dope. 275, 4 sets of 2, smoked. I'll see you guys at dinner. Here in the parking lot, Studio Bronca, picked up the girlfriend.
Oh, hello.
About to go to get some dinner. Before we do, I wanted to say what we're doing in this video. In this video, we're celebrating something. We're celebrating someone and something that someone did, but I want to go ahead and let that person tell you about it. Take your mask off, you weirdo. We're celebrating you, obviously. What are we celebrating tonight?
I got a promotion.
What was your promotion? She basically jumped to the next level in her career field in the salon that she works in. It's a huge accomplishment. She's incredibly humble and what's the M word? I'm blanking. Modern.
I'm a mumble.
No, modest is the word. She's humble, she's modest. She doesn't like to brag about herself, but she's killing it at work lately, and she's just slaying out, man. It's just awesome to watch her grow. So we're gonna go celebrate her with some food and of course some drinks. We're going to this Cajun place. She says it's good. We're gonna find out. I'll see you guys there. So, brief update, calling another audible. This happens in every one of the videos that I shoot where we go out to eat. The host, who didn't attend to anybody for like 10 minutes, finally came back around, and he was like, it's gonna be about 30 to 45 minutes. There were 2 couples, one on either side of us, who had already been waiting, and Cassie was like, okay, well, do you like need our name? And he's like, no, you just sit right here. It's kind of a red flag to me, so we walk outside, and she's like, how the fuck is he gonna know, like, it's us? Like, is it 40 minutes to those people too? Is it 40 minutes to the people on our left? Is it more? Is it less? How do we know?
There were people waiting outside.
Right, and there were like 2 or 3 other families waiting outside, so not gonna happen. And everywhere else on a Friday closes at 8 p.m., which blows my mind. It's a Friday night in St. Louis, and things are closing at 8. That's just crazy. We're gonna be basic and go over to TGI Fridays because we're gonna be guaranteed to get something we like, and it's probably not gonna be terrible, and hopefully they'll at least stick our name down if there's a wait. So, we'll see you guys there.
Are you gonna eat fish fry on Friday?
So, we actually couldn't even go to Friday. She said 45-minute wait. They had 2 servers on a Friday night. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're here at the Granite City Brewing in St. Louis, and I think something terrible has happened. Just look at this tiny glass in my giant hand. It's so small. Am I a giant? I think I'm a giant. Anyway, we're here, having some drinks, getting some food, celebrating cameraman, and we're just stoked. She got herself a little Moscow Mule. I have myself a lager, barely know her. Thankfully, our waitress is a beer girl, just like me, and she was able to match up a nice IPA with the food that I ordered. Very excited for that. We're gonna do that, getting some appetizers, getting some drinks, doing the thing, tapping the shit. I know like 3 people who have seen that comment, and she's one of them. So anyway, we're gonna do that. Are you excited, Kyle?
Super excited.
The most excited. I've never seen you this happy. Probably really blurry right now, isn't it?
No.
Oh, really? Man, this looks absolutely phenomenal. Bison burger. Let's go. Amazing. It's 9 out of 10. Only because I don't think there's any pickles on it. Nope. No pickles. No pickles!
You forgot the pickle!
Anyway, we're gonna smash this. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Protect your life right now, protect your life. Protect your life right now, protect your life. Protect your life right now, protect your life. Now check it out.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What is good? I'll tell you what's gonna be good. Those miniature protein waffles. We recently, per my mom and dad's suggestion, purchased this little miniature waffle maker. And let me tell you, I think it's one of our best purchases ever. It's like $8 at Walmart and straight killing it. Makes awesome waffles, and with that recipe I get like 6 waffles and it's like 600 calories. It's stupid good. We're gonna smash that, enjoy some coffee, relax on this gloomy, rainy Saturday morning, and later on we're gonna go to the gym and I will talk to you about how Jeff Nippard's powerbuilding program has been going. Also wanted to talk about dinner last night. Dinner was delicious. We went to Granite City Brewing. It was the 3rd place we tried. Everywhere was packed. Everywhere had a long wait. People had called in. No servers. Just terrible. Of course, the one time we actually want to go out and celebrate, people were just not going to comply. So, ended up at Granite City Brewing, got to try a couple new beers, had a really awesome waitress, had a really awesome burger and some waffle fries. Normally when I'm going out to eat, I try to get something that, isn't crazy heavy on the calories, but as I mentioned in my last video, I have no real like aesthetic fitness goal right now. Like, yes, I still want to look nice and feel good, but at the end of the day, I am currently training to put on size and training to build strength around my main lifts and really all of my lifts. So those additional calories are, in my opinion, more beneficial than not. So normally my tip would be if you're going out to eat, and I did do this, if you're going out to eat, I would not necessarily fast, but lighten up on the calories throughout the day prior to. So maybe eat for volume and the rest of your meals, eat higher volume, lower calorie foods, or focus on protein and maybe dial it back on the carbs. Definitely dial it back on the fat, because most of the time when you go out, most meals are cooked in grease and or oil and are gonna be super high fat anyway. And I did try to do that yesterday. But at the end of the day, all those additional calories, while they may have, put on some unwanted, unnecessary body fat, they are going to help me with my main goal right now. So we're gonna eat these waffles. I'll take you guys with me to the gym a little bit later. We're gonna talk about how Jeff Nippard's powerbuilding program has been going. I'm hungry and I wanna relax. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Sitting in the gym parking lot, it's raining. I have like no motivation to go in. Sipping on some PE Science pre-workout, double scoop of the high volume and the prolific. That is their pump and stim respectively. It's the dopest dope I've ever smoked. I'm a big fan of it. Before I go into the gym and start today's workout, I wanted to talk about one thing briefly. It's caffeine consumption. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, or if you know me personally, I love caffeine. I could be absolutely dead or hungover or whatever. I take a sip of a Monster and I feel like a god. And that is the main reason I've ever tried cocaine. I do want to talk about one overarching myth that I guess what people would consider too much caffeine, right? So when I used to work for the supplement store that I worked at, I was probably taking in roughly a gram of caffeine a day. It's 1,000 milligrams, which is a lot. That's essentially like 6 Monsters, right, in a day. And that was because I was waking up early in the morning, going to an event, opening the store, or if I wasn't doing an event, I would open the store, work all day, go to an event afterward, do some outside marketing afterward, have to get my own workout in, and then socialize or whatever, So my days could have been anywhere from 10 to 14, 15, 16 hours long at the time. So a gram of caffeine was pretty regular at that time. These days, I only get up to about 500 milligrams a day on my biggest days, and that's usually, 2 cups of coffee and my pre-workout. Some days I'll have a cup of coffee and it's just not hitting right, so I'll go for a Monster, a 3D instead. I just feel like, some days I need that kind of energy. But honestly, if you're hitting regularly 500 and 600 milligrams of caffeine, no, it's probably not ideal, and yes, for most people it will affect your sleep. However, if your hydration is on point, if your nutrition is on point, and if your recovery is on point, those are the things we need to focus on more. Some people are like, oh, I need to dial it back on my salt intake, or oh, I'm eating too much artificial sweetener. Like, don't worry about that shit. People will hyper focus on the smallest thing, and that will make them ignore the underlying issue, which is most likely their movement or lack thereof movement, their overall training routine, their nutrition, their recovery, their sleep, all of that. They tend to not focus on the things that actually matter. And then they're like, oh, well, at least my caffeine's under control. It's like, yeah, man, could I dial it back on my caffeine a little bit? Probably. But guess what? I don't notice any adverse effects unless I know myself and I do what I consider overdoing it for me, right? So unless I really feel like I'm overdoing it in the caffeine, I feel pretty much no adverse effects. I just chalk it up to not being a morning person, needing a couple cups of coffee to get going, you know? If you're one of those people who has a cup of coffee and they drink pre-workout and, you know, they need like a sugar-free soda later on in the day, that's totally fine. Don't sweat it. Drink your caffeine, have your pre-workout. Do you need it? No. Does it feel good? Yeah. Smash your caffeine and go be whoever you want to be and do whatever you want to do. Focus on the right things. Get your nutrition, your hydration, your recovery, and your exercise routine locked down, and then worry about that other shit later. And honestly, you might not even have to. Artificial sweeteners are fine. I drink that all the time. I've not grown a third arm yet. Just make sure you're hydrated, you're resting well, and as long as your caffeine consumption doesn't affect your training in a negative way, your nutrition in a negative way, or your sleep in a negative way, I would go ahead and say you're probably fine. I'm not a doctor, but I do play one on TV. Let's get to the workout. Today is week 2, day 6 of the power building program. It is an upper day. It is the end of the first upper lower week, and it is a bench focus upper day. And primary movement is a flat back bench press. I'll go into the workout on the screen right now. Got the last warm up, 165 on the bar. Working sets are 3 sets of 10 RPE 7. And it's flat back in quotes because really the whole idea is to minimize leg drive and really focus on the chest and not getting any help from the rest of the body, right? So RPE 7, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be right around 175 pounds. It's gonna go with my first set, and we'll see how that goes. RPE like 7.5 is probably a little bit more accurate. There's literally nobody else here right now, so I have the entire space to myself, and we're going to take advantage of that. So, mediocre workout edit coming in 3, 2, 1. Damn, looking good. Kind of had a hunch, had a feeling that Cassie's having a rough day, and man, I was right. So I decided to swing by Target, our French friends, and pick up some chicken and some stuff to make some Moscow mules, because she and I really enjoy those. So I found these hibiscus ginger beers and then these normal ginger beers. I'm feeling rather plain today. Cassie's feeling flirtatious with her beverage choices. I am not. And then I found this fun, fancy looking vodka. Don't be fooled by the cool label and packaging. It was $14. But it is indeed gluten free, so that's really good. I'm not a big fan of, I'm just kidding. I fucking love gluten. You can just spill it. Half a lime in each. And fun fact, all you youngins probably know this because you have TikTok, you're not supposed to put the lime flush with the squeezer. It's actually supposed to go splost, facing the opposite direction. You squeeze in your juice. I was a bartender in college, if you guys couldn't tell. And some ginger beer. And our metal straws aren't in yet, unfortunately. So, here we go. Yo. That's really good. And that is how you make a Moscow Mule. It's super easy, it's delicious. We're gonna have this and enjoy dinner. It's like riding a bike, man. You just don't forget how to make a good drink. So, this is dinner tonight. Chicken breast, Brussels. What are these called? Sweet potatoes, I couldn't even think of it. I'm keeping it light because tomorrow we are gonna hang out with the Tolson family and pretty much just snack and eat all day, and I'm pretty friggin' stoked for that. So we are gonna eat this, and that is gonna be the end of the video. I really do wanna celebrate the girl behind the camera. I think she's incredible. She works very hard. She's very modest and humble. I know I said that yesterday, but it's true, but she deserves all the praise she gets and more. In my opinion, I think a lot of the work that she does goes unrecognized by a bunch of people, and she deserves way more praise than she gets. So, thank you, Cassie, for all that you do. I think you're amazing. Congratulations on your promotion. Down in the comment section, leave some awesome words for Cass. Let her know how fucking stoked you are and how stoked I am because she's making more money now, which is awesome. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please thumbs up the video. It helps me out a ton. If you're not going to comment anything about Cassie, which you should, if you're not and you're a turd, comment anything for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.